Damn, Skeezy, it's your world.
As I begin to put this pen to this pad, just know the truth, it'll make you mad. They try to dumb us down, I know we way bigger. Our Holocaust was worse than Hitler's. They try to whitewash everything. Even gave us a slave owner's name. Left black, return white, it's a game. That was stated by Kahan Hussein.
Before our great four, we existed prior to all of you all. We inscribed our history on ancient walls. But you claim our names in your great hall of fames and gave us slave names like Smith, White, Jones, or Duval. We were intellectual giants, but that man's plan made our goals too small. But I embraced the Torah and got a total recall. Illuminous figures went to swassa a nigga. But the Black Holocaust was far worse than Hitler's. You're mayor of the city, cause Esau made you bigger, but to them you're still just a bigger nigga. See, food stamps, welfare, inflation got Eve on her knees. Ballers call us and bitch do these nuts like peanut butter and government cheese. So the facts are in again. E-facts, they're congressional men. Tell them to end this man-made inflation. Stop pump faking. Amalekites are not the seed of Jacob, manipulating our lives with policies and pens. Satanic gin, I got our men acting thin, acting like women and the women like men. We're at the pinnacles of sin and close to the end. This truth hits them hard in the head. Just know the truth will make you mad.
Just know the truth, it'll make you mad. They try to dumb us down, I know we way bigger. Our Holocaust was worse than Hitler's. They try to whitewash everything. Even gave us a slave owner's name. Left black, return white, it's a game. That was stated by Kahan Hussein.
Yet I'm immortal, like time I shall kill death. I still am, after everything has left. Infinity shall end before me. I touch souls like energy, repel sin of the enemy that were into me. I hope you're comprehending that their genocide is not ending me. Who, you know me? Spiritually, I'm immortal times infinity. Subconsciously, from the beginning, they mentioned me, although it was resentfully. Got a First Amendment still sent to me. When they say God synonymously, they mention me, for God in me is a facsimile. In fact, he let me call him me. We be victimized by the federal bureaucracy, sporadically happy, practically overtax me. The facts be, cause Latinos and blacks be feared, exactly. Thus, the drop stability is a mediocrity in this land of the free. I'm only speaking the truth, yet get so much resistance. My vision's pierced through fake smokes. I see what really is and what isn't. I'm diminishing the subliminals that's deceived by some. Babylon is fallen, thy kingdom will come. Christ and I are one. The system is so crooked, they can't think straight. You can't pay attention, so you can't meditate. Replay this back, hear the facts that I've said. Just know that the truth will make you mad. The truth will make you mad. Get your mind right, King. Get your mind right. This is Yahuwah's work. That's how we on it.
As I begin to put this pen to this pad, just know the truth, it'll make you mad. They try to dumb us down, I know we way bigger. Our Holocaust was worse than Hitler's. They try to whitewash everything. Even gave us a slave owner's name. Left black, return white, it's a game. That was stated by Kahan Hussein. buy a dog, cause you gon' die alone.
A high value man is repelled by the aphorism alpha female. Don't obey you who is stuck with beta males. Why you challenging me? Feminist as hell. The shit you sip through your lips got you higher than Mars, acting crazy and bizarre. Alpha females are such a turn off. See, you and me just cannot be caught up in gynocentric ideology. Confused on who you are and who you're born to be. Wanna be a man, but she cannot be. Bitch, drop down and do these. Your life would be awful without me. Men could read at the computer and phone you on. Trying to be a man, not half as strong. You've been emulating men far too long. Being feminine is a dying trend. Seems modern when men got gin in it. I give exorcism, I'm a holy man. I touch your soul, make you whole again. I drop jewels that will guide you rightly. You rebel with hell, just wanna fight me. So I'm like, politely.
Alpha female, emulate being too long. Traded in your femininity. Somehow you think you're strong. Delusional in the role you play. Knowing damn well you're dead wrong. Put away that masculinity. Or buy a dog, cause you gon' die alone.
You scream and shout, claiming I bring that out. Your vagina is tight, cause you got a big mouth. A high value man ain't about that life. 74% of women die, no man in the house. Masculinity is why you're singing and free. Take shots of liquor, cause you can't take these. Back shots when your coochie's hot. Gotta settle for a beta if you wanna get popped. For sure, I'm a pro, ladies already know. A high value man, what's no alpha girl? Is she feminine? Then we're all in. Make me laugh, no time for stressing. That leaves men into depression. Force men to creep and find another. Just like Usher, these are my confession. Ladies need to listen, cause we're really trying to help them. Alpha females are Illuminati's weapons. Alpha females. Alpha females. Alpha females.
Alpha female, emulate being too long. Traded in your femininity. Somehow you think you're strong. Delusional in the role you play. Knowing damn well you're dead wrong. Put away that masculinity. Or buy a dog, cause you gon' die alone. You gon' die alone. By yourself. Y'all better wake up. Y'all done made French bulldogs, cocker spaniels, chihuahuas in place of a man. You gon' die alone. You gon' die alone. Alpha female.
This goes out to Kevin Samuels, also the Evil Eves, and the beta simp manginas that be acting like vaginal men. This was for you. Need this right hand. And all you like to be booed up, feel this right hand.
Top 1%, that's my earning. Credit or moves, what I've been learning. Alpha male focused on his purpose. I'm the prize and I know I'm worthy.
High value man, like a fire breathing dragon, I burn vocal cords. Yo, when I spit my hits, it's like, yo.
Oh my lord.
That's lit. Ladies get wetter from this. Her man gets pissed, but ride my waves like a surfing board, yard?
I go home.
In the middle. If I wanna, I could get it. Yo, you can't live without her. I don't wanna live with her. Real niggas, NEGUS, know what I mean. We reign as kings. Simps lost focus, thinking about
that thing.
Kahan, Kadar, go ahead and sing, y'all.
Top 1%, that's my earning. Credit or moves what I've been learning. Alpha male focused on his purpose. I'm the prize and I know I'm worth it.
My value higher than gas prices. You the prize no matter how fine Shawty is. Kevin Samuels died, now they try to demonize the brother's name. For YouTube clickbait, trying to get fame. 1 to 10, treat them all the same. It don't matter to me. High value man realize who they want to be and guarantee to complete their mission. Worldly Negroes steady wishing. You gotta go get it, so drop that rib who won't submit. T-Dawg making hit after hit. I value music. Have your whole congregation bumping to it.
Top 1%, that's my earning. Credit or moves what I've been learning. Alpha male focused on his purpose. I'm the prize and I know I'm worth it.
Yo, these 55-year-old women talking about they want a high-value man? She's walking around acting like she's blessed. Alpha men then tax that ass like the IRS. How would you rate him, a G? How would you rate her, Kevin Samuels? 5?
Average at best.
Acting like she's high post because she could get some dates. Those are only dick appointments because she's overweight.
No marriage.
Don't want to marry ya. The man just want to screw you.
One night
You would die alone with a French poodle. Or with a straight-up beta male like Mr. Noodle. You heard?
Mr. Noodle.
Want a high-value man, but we don't want you, though. You hated Kevin Samuels. What he was saying was true, bro. I
Facts.
dropped so much weight on 16 bars. This work dropped skirts and make Nicki Minaj, Tazadaq a czar. If that's too far-fetched, this track on edit. These lyrics on Reddit. Not Jason, Kahan Tazadaq, so you know who said it. Order my book so that you can understand the characteristics of a high-value man. A spokesman for men. Kahan Tazadaq, so you know who's saying it. High-value man. Stand up.
All right, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom. Welcome, welcome, brothers and sisters, ladies and gents, men and women. Welcome to another episode of The Truth Will Make You Mad in cahoots with the Friday Night Bible Study. Tonight's subject matter is ambiguous laws. The top reasons why being single women hurts. We often hear a lot of women say, I'm choosing to be single. I want to be single. It is my choice to be single. What is the truth about that? The truth is that these women has actually tried. They had a fallacy in their selection of men. And because the men were so horrible, these women has actually given up on men. They believe that there's no good men out there. But lo and behold, as they begin to age, they begin to realize that the single life is not what is cut out to be. The grass on the other side is brown and dead. It's not like the green grass. Don't let the green grass fool you, because on the other side of that green grass is brown grass. It's just dead. And so I would like to go into the psychological effect that this actually have on women that a lot of women are not honest about. I've consistently told you that I understand most women better than they comprehend themselves. So we're going to go into that. I sent the link to Nefertali, to Benaya. I'm not sure where these people didn't come on. Maybe it's a choice, but not really needed. Gratitude's my attitude. Any of you good brothers have anything before we get started? And I'm going to invite all of you men, all of you so-called high-value men or men that's working on to be high value, invite some women over to the show. How can you say that you know women and you can't invite any over to the show? Guess you really don't have that kind of pool that you're alleging that you have. I'm just saying. It is what it is. At least my man Tourist Bay was able to get someone. Ethan was over to get someone over to the show. My man Stefan the Don. Shout out to Stefan the Don, man. David. Oh no, not him. We don't want to deal with that demon. Yeah, Stefan the Don's in the building. So Stefan, what is your take on this?
Gone, good brother. Appreciate the invite as usual. This seems like a reoccurring theme because no matter what, instead of women being honest about what they really want, their pride comes into play, and I don't need a man. I can do it by myself, and I don't see how that's a truthful statement at all with what I see in the world today.
Well, a lot of them believe that. Pretty much. What's the sister's name that you invited on here?
Patrice.
Patrice is essentially saying that, like, if things doesn't work out with this guy, that she's content. But we're gonna go into the psychological effect that this actually have on women, and you'll understand why a lot of women are like they are. I just want to say this: I'm not a doctor, I'm not a psychiatrist or a psychologist. I'm just a man speaking right knowledge. If you feel that you may be in jeopardy of endangering your life, call 911 or seek some sort of psychological help. Everything I'm giving you is for educational, informational purposes only. Right knowledge for Bill. Qatar, you got anything, brother?
Kahan. Shabbat shalom. Akim wa akwakum. This is a real good topic because like I was telling you, the two women I was talking to in the bank about 2 weeks ago now, they pretty much, that was their mindset. Like, they so stuck and set in their ways to the point where they're saying that they're single by choice. And again, they stated that long as they got King J, they don't need nobody else. So it's a deeply rooted train of thought that a lot of women possess nowadays in today's society. And I'm just honored to be here, and I want to really get in depth into this mindset because I'm kind of gaining a set of eyes to recognize this kind of early on in the stages of women. So I'm really here to learn today. Come on.
All right, so yeah, we'll get to it. Should I just message a few other people here? The Bible says Yahuwah created man in his own image. Male and female created he him. He created them. Then Yahuwah blessed man and woman and said to them, be fruitful and multiply and fill the earth. That's Genesis 1:27. So the first thing I want to start with, matter of fact, let's get that precept. Let's get Bereshit 1:27 through 28. Because that scripture that explains that any woman that says she wants to be single and claiming to be a Christian, she's in direct conflict with the Most High. The Most High gave man and woman an order on how he wanted them to live. He didn't say anything about being single. From the beginning, he designed man and women to be with each other. The other stuff that comes in there, these alternative things that has nothing to do with the Most High, not something that I'm actually going to embrace. In fact, it's anti-Christ, it's anti-Most High, it's anti-Bible. You can't say you're a Christian no matter how you try and twist the words up, and if you're living into those type of vibrations, that's in direct conflict with the Most High's word.
Got the precept up.
Yeah, go ahead, bring it up.
The book of Bereshit, Genesis, chapter 1, verse 27. So the Supreme Elohim created man in his own image. In the image of the Supreme Elohim created he him. Male and female created he them. And the Supreme Elohim blessed them. And the Supreme Elohim said unto them, be fruitful and multiply and replenish the earth and subdue it and have dominion over the fish of the sea and over the fowl of the air and over every living thing that moveth upon the earth.
So you see that, Stefan? This was not optional.
Wow.
There's nothing in it that the Most High said about a woman being alone. In fact, she was created for the man. She was created for the man. So all of this stuff that they talking, this is how you know when someone's spirit is off with the Most High. Because the very women that claim to be Christians and so on and so forth, they're going against the first law that the Most High gave them, to be fruitful and multiply. There's no way that they could deny that. There's no way they could overlook that. But they try all of the time, which shows that they're actually really living worldly. They're coming from a much lower vibration. When you go against the orders of the Most High, you get chaos. So now we have a chaotic world. We have a chaotic world. So marriage, to those of you that don't get it, marriage is a basic social institution that has been around as long as historical records has been around. Even in the secular sources of the Bible, it's mentioned. And it's actually taken different forms in different cultures, but the marriage has actually been there. The Most High told women and men that two become one flesh. Let's get that. Bereshit 2:22-24. So the Bible goes on, and after the Most High created Eve, he brought her to the man. And what did he say to her? Watch this. Let's get that. Genesis 2:24.
The book of Bereshit, chapter 2, verse 22. And the rib which Yahuwah, the Supreme Elohim, had taken from man, made he a woman, and brought her unto the man. And Adam said, this is now bone of my bones and flesh of my flesh. She shall be called woman, because she was taken out of man. Therefore shall a man leave his father and his mother, and shall cleave unto his wife, and they shall be one flesh.
And so this is what I want to say. Remember when that guy Remy came on here saying that it was okay for what's his name, Matthew Saucy, to be living with his mom? That goes directly against his precept right here. The precept is telling the man to leave his mother and his father and go and build on your own. You're not to be living with your damn parents, right? That's an off spirit right there, and it's the spirit of a loser. You're not to be doing that. So Matthew Saucy really needs to get his life together. See, I mean, people always want to have something you could fall back on. What if that's not there? What if his mom wasn't alive? Then what? You see what I'm saying? You got to be a man. It's time to grow up. And no man out there should be trying to take some wife that he's not in a position that he could look out for him and her. That's just the truth. This is not according to me. It's according to the instructions of the Supreme Elohim. So they're supposed to be together. But now because of Eurocentric ideology, or should I say ideology, many of our women are on this like delusion that I don't need a man. But we're seeing it differently as it plays out. And as they begin to age, they're realizing that they in fact do need a man, but then it's often too late because you've had too many rides. You know what I mean? You got more you got more rides in you than the Empire State Building. You understand what I'm saying? And you know damn well there's a lot of rides in the Empire State Building holding that brick up. There's all sorts of rides in there. And some of these Eves has had way more rides than that. So this account of Adam and Eve, the very first marriage, literally highlights the fundamental characteristics of a godly marriage. A husband and wife becomes one flesh. Now, obviously, they remain two individuals. But Yahuwah, ideal for marriage, that two become one in their purpose. That means they share the same value. One person has to be the head. See, the way the Evesman saw it, she measured this out the equality, and that brings about destruction. They got to share the same value, the same goals. How can you have the same goals? What the woman told Benaiah? I want to work on my career. You should have put that woman away instantly right there, because the scriptures are saying they should have the same goals. That means she's a helpmeet to help our husband accomplish what he's trying to accomplish. They should have the same outlook. They work together to build a strong, godly family and raise their children to be good, to be godly people. See, the Most High created marriage in the beginning. So any woman out there that's saying that she doesn't want to be married up, her spirit is off as hell. Her spirit is off as hell, and she's operating on a lower level of vibration. She's worldly. There's no other way to say it. She's worldly. So it's important to note that Yahuwah initiated this first marriage in what is known as a garden in Eden. So marriage comes from the Most High. So any woman that says she's against marriage is against the Most High. When you break it down and make it simplistic. See, his union of Adam and Eve illustrates Yahuwah's idea for marriage. You understand? Working together, forming a strong, godly family. See, the Bible has a lot to say about marriage. Let's get Mark 10, 6 through 9.
The book of Mark, chapter 10, verse 6. But from the beginning of the creation, the Supreme Elohim made them male and female. For this cause shall a man leave his father and mother and cleave to his wife, and they twain shall be one flesh. So then they are no more twain, but one flesh.
They're no more two, but one flesh. Hebrews 13, verse 4. Oh, yeah, go ahead, finish that out.
What therefore the Supreme Elohim have joined together, let no man put asunder.
Mm-hmm. Hebrews 13, verse 4.
The book of Hebrews, chapter 13, verse 4. Marriage is honorable in all, and the bed undefiled.
Marriage, the scriptures is saying marriage is honorable above all things. Yet women are saying that they're not. These very women, Stefan, that say that they want to be single. I'm going to be single. Don't you know many of these women profess to be Christians? By going directly against the Most High's instructions. Go ahead.
and the bed undefiled. But
And no adultery. She's not sleeping around. She's not supposed to be sleeping around. Okay.
But whoremongers and adulterers, the Supreme Elohim will judge.
Come. So when the Most High created men and women, to all you women out there that are saying you don't need a man, you're finding out in the end you really do. But to all of you younger ones that are saying you don't need a man, when the Most High created man and woman, he created them with an initiate need and desire for a close bond that marriage provides. This is where people go crazy when they're placed in solitary confinement if they're not around anyone else. You start to lose your mind because we're social creatures by nature. See, all of the women, when you say you didn't need a man, you didn't know you was going to start going, to sex stores to get dildos. See, they didn't tell you that. They didn't tell you was going to have to go and get a rose. Or they didn't tell you was going to have to play a harlot. Or they didn't tell you not being with a man usually leads to you being with a woman. Genesis 2:18. I never quite understood how some men, that could show you how base people are. I never understood how some men are attracted to that. A lot of men, they're really into two women getting down.
That makes no sense.
If I ever see that, I never have no more interest in her. I'm on a whole different level. My spirit is utterly different. And these are base men.
The Book of Bereshith, chapter 2, verse 18. And Yahuwah, the Supreme Elohim, said, it is not good that the man should be alone.
So the Most High is saying it's not good for man or woman to be alone. Why these women say, hey, I don't need a man? The Most High is saying like that. So he created a woman for him. You're for the man. So when you're not with a man, woman, you're going against the Most High. Understand that. Go ahead, read, okay?
I will make him and help me for him.
You hear that, Stefan?
Did
they say to be equal to him or for him?
For him.
If someone, listen, Stefan, if someone gives you a car, if you go buy a car, that's your car. I can't tell you how to drive your car. I can't tell you because the car is yours. It's for you. You understand what I'm saying? That's how a man's woman is supposed to be. That's how a man's woman is supposed to be. You finish that out, huh? She's created for the man. For him. For him. Jump down to verse 23.
Bereshith, chapter 2, verse 23. And Adam said, this is now bone of my bones and flesh of my flesh. She shall be called woman because she was taken out of man.
See, that's crystal clear right there, huh? That's crystal clear. Get Exodus 20:17. Tell a man with another man's wife. You're not supposed to do that. Shemot 20:17.
Shemot 20, verse 17. Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's house. Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's wife, nor his manservant, nor his maidservant, nor his ox, nor his ass, nor anything that is thy neighbor's.
Now, let's talk about these single women that say, hey, it's my choice to be single. See, for many, this prolonged singlehood as an adult, this is what women are not telling you guys. is deeply heartbreaking. It's a deeply heartbreaking experience. And it goes far beyond being awkward. You hear a lot of people ask some of these women, well, what's your relationship status? Oh, I'm single by choice, girl. And she forces a smile. But think about this, guys. I want you to really think. I'm going to show you how that's all BS. She doesn't have a date for these holidays. She doesn't have a date if she goes out to an event. And if she does, it's just a dick appointment, right?
Oh.
So she has this period of general loneliness. See, and here's the bad thing, right? If you talk to many of these women, some of them want to be married. Like Patrice, she wants to be married. See, being single, when you want to be married, can involve like very, very profound grief and sadness. And even more specifically, it can involve what's known as ambiguous loss. Ambiguous loss. See, when we lose people that we love, watch this. When we lose people that we love, it's extremely painful. And only you know one that's ever been in love before, you know what I'm saying is true. Yet it often happens in a context in which the things are clear with clarity. And because of that, grief can eventually give way to healing. By contrast, an ambiguous loss is one that is actually unclear and it lacks conclusive facts because they don't know what's going to happen. They don't know if they're going to actually ever find that husband. So that's an ambiguous loss. That's an ambiguous loss. It's unknown. It's unclear. It lacks conclusive facts. One in which a loved one is there, but they're not there because it's there in her mind, but they're not there physically. So generally speaking, there are two situations that could lead to ambiguous loss. And the first situation is when the person is physically present, yet psychologically absent. What I'm talking about, you guys ever see those relationships where a man and a woman is still living together? She's sleeping in the bed, he's sleeping on the sofa. He's physically there. They're not intimate or anything. He's physically there, but they're not intimate at all. They're psychologically divorced already. So what usually happens in this is some sort of addiction to something else or some extramarital affair, which is really adultery. Or, you know what they do? They get consumed in their work. That's how I knew that woman that came on here the other night that Ephraim invited. Why does people keep texting me, man, when I come on? That Ephraim invited. When a woman is overworked like that, that's a sign that her marriage is awful. Because they become overconsumed and they trying to get lost in their work. See, I done been around the block. I've been with a lot of women and I learned these things. I study these things. And she was giving clear indications that that marriage wasn't good. You get up at 4 a.m. You don't really have a husband. You have a roommate. The second situation is where a person is psychologically present, yet physically absent. That means you still have that person in your mind, but they're not there anymore. They might have went off. You might be still in a relationship with them, but they might be off in Afghanistan somewhere, in Iraq. They might have went missing in action. You still wondering what happened to them. They became a prisoner of war. Or they came up missing. They went missing because there was a natural disaster in Florida. Or some of the other reasons is that a divorce. A divorce. See, when a woman wishes to be married, it could actually be a form of ambiguous loss. Because single people in general have a well-developed idea, especially women, of who their anticipated husband will be. They have an anticipated idea of what their relationship would be like, what they want to be, what they want it to be like, who they want to meet. So in other words, the anticipated spouse is psychologically present, but physically absent. You understand what I'm saying? You see how these women say, I want a guy, he needs to be 6 feet, he needs to be making such and such. This is how you know I'm telling the truth, because they already have this man psychologically present in their mind, but he's not physically present. And so when they never meet this kind of guy, it's an ambiguous loss. It's akin to an ambiguous loss. And that causes intensifying pain. So they're trying to pump fake. And so since no one can foretell the future, a single woman cannot know for sure whether they will actually find someone who meets their expectations. Guess what, guys? They usually don't. And so subsequently, they don't know if they're going to find someone to actually meet their expectations and marry them. And it is actually this a lack of clarity about this yet to be husband that makes the loss ambiguous. And it becomes difficult to manage or to come to terms with. Let me show you what I'm talking about. I'll give you an example of what I'm talking about. A single person who knows for certain that they will remain single, they could face the clear loss. This is why I'm telling you, brothers, this is why some women say, well, I don't need a man. They've already accepted they're never going to find the man that they want to be with. So they've come to terms, I choose to be single. You know why? Because they failed to sell the man, and in order to keep a sound mind, they have to say, I don't need a man. You understand what I'm saying to you, Stefan? You know why they have to do this? Because this allows them, in order for a person to heal, they must grieve. So the women, a high percentage of these women that say, I don't need a man, they have to tell themselves this. So now that there's a clear path that they can face their loss and grieve. This allows a path for grieving and moving forward. But alternatively, right? A person who knows for certain that they will marry in a decade would face a delay in getting married. But they could actually take comfort in knowing that they will have a partner in the future. But no one knows. I mean, they can make these predictions, but no one really knows. See, people often feel ambivalent when they're facing some ambiguous loss. And this is because it's difficult to figure out whether it's better to cope with the information, because there's an informational void here, right? About this spouse that she's learning that usually never comes. So some women choose to hang on to it. Some of them just move on and say, I'm not going to be with anyone. Because the uncertainty of whether the anticipated husband will ever arrive makes it too difficult to close the doors and grieve. This is why, fellas. A lot of women are saying, I don't need a man, so that they could close the doors and grieve. Since there's always hope, closure is difficult to attain. So the sadness can render people immobile. They start engaging in binge eating, overeating. And this is making it difficult to move forward. So in this particular situation, the stage is set for grieve without end. See, there's a lot of ambivalence that stems from adult singlehood. Ambiguous laws. It can arise from conditions like timing, right? See, one reason why single women being single could actually lead to ambiguous laws is because the murkiness around defining when she began being single. Does it occur at a certain age? Does it occur when she's eligible to marry? She's wondering why no man is asking her to get married? See, the expectations around the major milestone like marriage, for most part, revolve around age-related, social constructed norms. Like, oh yeah, she's almost 30. She might have been on the carousel, Kadar. All of her 20s, she hit 30, now she starts thinking marriage. See, women that are single, when it's common and expected, are less likely to struggle with ambiguous loss because she's already accepted. I'm going to end up single. My mom was single. My mom would get married. The other thing happens is settling. For many women, the psychological presence of an anticipated husband can cast a very long shadow. And through this pattern lives, they live in imagination. And they become the standard against which potential mates in real life are compared. See, they create this imagination, say, oh, I want a man like this. Like the sister said last night, the woman was a regular chick. She couldn't even provide for her own family, but she wanted a man making $200,000.
Great.
A lot of these people are like children in adults' bodies. It gets even worse if a woman wanted children, she's in her mid-30s, she's single and childless. She's going to feel an ambiguous loss about those anticipated children. That's like a double loss. Don't have a husband, don't have children. She's not knowing, she's thinking I'm getting older and older. How come no man is offering my hand in marriage? This is what I was trying to get to these women on here the other night. You had, what's her face? Isa, that said, I want to talk more about love and money. Don't try to sell BS stories to me, man. Bullshit don't fly here, right? It runs a marathon because both of you brothers under the sound of my voice right now know for sure, man, that if you're with a woman and your money starts becoming tight, her personality changes.
Kahan, 100%.
Be about no damn love, man. I'm not that dude. I'm not that dude, man.
Fact.
I already know what it is, man.
That's when she starts sneaking to the bathroom, making phone calls and all sorts of stuff.
So with that, we're gonna open it up, man, for calls. We'd love to have some ladies to get on this call. Benaya, man, I sent you the link, man. Shalom, overslept. Yeah, I know, man. Links in the room. Love to have some ladies to come on this call. You single ladies. What Beyonce? Oh, I'm a single ladies. Oh, I'm a single ladies. But she's married. Huh? 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 Mephitali must have went to sleep, huh? We for
Nothing planned whenever I come into these rooms. Right. I guess what I like, because that makes me rumble. Don't you rumble? Float like a butterfly and sting like a bee. Rumble, young man, rumble. That's what we gonna do. We gonna rumble.
Rumble, man. We gonna rumble, boy. Rumble, young man, rumble, Stefan. Rumble, young man, rumble. Guys, links in the room, ladies. Anyone want to come in, speak on this topic? Be delighted to have you on. A lot of men come on, they don't really have a lot to say. They let me back off of what's been stated already. I just come here, I'm just on the call. Links in the room. Ephraim, what's going on? Lena Birch is on the call tonight. I saw what's her face on the call tonight? Big Play Visual in the building, man. David. Big Play Visual in the building, man. Where's your people at, Big Play? Nicholas Careful in the building. What's her name? I saw what's her name on, man. She be on a lot. Destiny. Destiny's in the building, man. I know she's still in the background. What's going on, Ephraim? What's going on, Benai? What you think about tonight's subject, man? Subject matter going forth. Single ladies. Oh, single ladies. Oh, single ladies.
Shabbat shalom. I done missed the whole call, man. I fell asleep around 7:30.
Almost an hour, man. Come. We've been on here almost an hour.
I missed the whole call. Trying to catch up. Ambiguous loss, top reason. Woman single.
It's a sad thing, man. All you women out there saying, oh, I enjoy being single. That's called settling. In the real world, they settle.
I don't know anybody who.
And this is not to belittle women. It's trying to help them out. Because if you were listening, your relationship status would definitely improve.
Cool.
Yes. It's
just a story that I fabricated to themselves. Who really enjoys being single? Spending your night alone. Come on now. That's lame as hell. You all alone.
But they believe that when they tell them that, you know what I mean?
Cool.
And so they've psychologically convinced themselves that they believe it. Why am I feeling like this? I feel a little weird. Kahan, you are weird.
Kahan.
Like that one sister who came on here. You're right. It's like they've just fabricated this fake story within their brain that this is okay It's okay to be single. It's okay to not have a man in your life who's there to take care of you and protect you and be a beacon to look up to. It's okay to be your own, uh, quote unquote, I guess your own soul in this life, just wandering around, just hopeless to have no type of partner with you.
And they say I'm single by choice. And Jay, he's simple enough to believe that. No, she can't get the man that she wants, so she settle, and then she goes and take a shower and thinks she has a born again vagina. Now all of a sudden she's a virgin again. She go and take a shower and thinks her vagina is being baptized and is born again. And she already has several lives come out of that. Come on, man. Stop it, man. Let's stop it. Stop it. These born again vaginas, man. Nah, man. What she should be doing is spreading that quiver and trying to give it to a man that is willing to hold her down. That's what she should be doing. I know that's counterintuitive to what your mother's told you, but your mother's life didn't go that well, and it didn't.
They're raising these girls to be boys for real. That's what I start to see a lot. Not to say, I guess that woman can't play sports or nothing, but I mean it's like they've invaded that line between a boyshood, growing up doing boy things, turn into a man. They start to tell the girls, hey, do this, that, and the third. Join corporate America. Work hard as you can. Make as much money as you can. Don't worry about being a woman. Don't worry about learning how to cook, clean, and keep house, and really having a reasonable personality. I mean, even that is starting to get a little bit rare. They're always mad because they stay single. What you say in your line? You got a big mouth because you something like that.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Alpha females.
Kahan.
That Rod, I mean, she can't take no Rod because she got a big mouth.
It says you can't take these back shots. Good.
You got a big mouth.
No, I say, you can't take these back shots, so your vagina's tight because you got a big mouth.
Ain't got no man in that house.
Nobody want to hit it, man, because the mouth is so big. Basically, is what I'm saying. So her vagina is tight. It's not tight because it's by choice. It's because no one wants to deal with it. That was the metaphoric message in that verse, man.
Your
vagina is tight because you got a big mouth. High value men don't want the alpha girl. Come on.
That's real life. And it's like that reality really doesn't hit until they hit a certain age, though.
Some of them, they be looking like Rose the nosy neighbor, and they still, they still trying to dress like they 16. Rose the nosy neighbor.
Yeah, he hit that note. God. I fell asleep watching that last night.
He said, please. Come on, man. Trapped in the closet, man. Big man, the midget. Come on. Big man, the midget, boy.
I pull out my Beretta. Came home.
Yeah, let's get some ladies on the call. The people are dropping down, man. Max Heat. Yeah, let's get some ladies on the call. Let's get someone. Well, anyone could come in and speak now if they wanted, but we definitely would like to have some ladies to speak on this topic, especially single ladies, the ones that say they don't need a man. We would definitely like to hear your perspective on this, and we'd like to hear you get on here and lie about how good you feel about being single. Rose the names, neighbor. Ephraim, what's going on, brother? Stefan just fell out.
I think she out and about, man.
Stefan just fell out, man.
Calm.
Half a female. Too long.
All right, so Lakia, I had sent a couple links trying to get one or two women to come on. When I mentioned the topic, they got real quiet. They didn't even want to respond back.
So someone's gonna pop up in here in a minute. Someone's gonna pop up in here in a second.
Oh man!
One of these guys, a lot of these guys are single also.
God.
And you know what I said, Benai, your pussy's tight because you got a big mouth. Half a female. You're talking too much, man. That's why you tight up. That's what I'm basically telling her. That's for female. Is repelled by the aphorism alpha female. Don't obey you who are stuck with beta males. Why you challenging me? Feminist as hell. The shit you sip through your lips got you higher than Mars, acting crazy and bizarre. Alpha females are such a turn off. See, you and me just cannot be caught up in gynocentric ideology. Confused on who you are and who you're born to be. Wanna be a man, but she cannot be. Bitch, drop down and do these. Your life would be awful without me. Men could read at the computer and phone you on. Trying to be a man, not half as strong. You've been emulating men far too long. Being feminine is a dying trend. Seems modern women got gin in it. I give exorcism, I'm a holy man. I touch your soul, make you whole again. I drop jewels that will guide you rightly. You rebel with hell, just wanna fight me. So I'm like, politely.
Alpha female, emulate being too long. Traded in your femininity. Somehow you think you're strong. Delusional in the role you play. Knowing damn well you're dead wrong. Put away that masculinity. Or buy a dog cause you gon' die alone.
You scream and shout, claiming I bring that out. Your vagina is tight cause you got a big mouth. A high value man ain't about that life. 74% of women die, no man in the house. Masculinity is why you're singing and free. Take shots of liquor cause you can't take these back shots when your coochie's hot. Gotta settle for a beta if you wanna get popped. For sure, I'm a pro, ladies already know. A high value man, what's no alpha girl? Is she feminine? Then we're all in. Make me laugh, no time for stressing. That leads men into depression. Force men to creep and find another. Just like Usher, these are my confession. Ladies need to listen, cause we're really trying to help them. Alpha females, Illuminati's weapons. Alpha females. Alpha females. Alpha females.
Alpha female, emulate being too long, traded in your femininity. Somehow you think you're strong, delusional in the role you play, knowing damn well you're dead wrong. Put away that masculinity, or buy a dog cause you gon' die alone.
She take back shots because she can't. She takes shots of liquor because she can't take these back shots. Meaning the man's not giving it to her. Ephraim, what's going on? Welcome to The Truth Will Make You Mad.
Khan.
Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat shalom, man.
Yeah, Shabbat Shalom. Yeah, I mean, I try to invite, more sisters or whatever. I guess when they see the link and the topic, I feel as though they get intimidated. They say, they're like, yeah, I'll come in, or I'm in the hospital, or I'm at work, but today's a new day. And it's like the same. They don't even respond now. So I try to get them in. I wanted to speak on the sex toys. I'm not sure if it's true, but from what I heard, man, a lot of women that's using sex toys and especially the rolls is actually affecting the womb. So it's like I hear that the woman that use it a lot, they can't really get pregnant, especially if they've been using it for a while now, because it's doing something to the insides, especially the ones that got batteries or whatever. And now if they want to get pregnant, they're having some serious trouble. So I don't know if it's true, but it makes sense, man, because the Most High, it says in the scriptures not to have wicked sex, and that's part of that. When you're playing with toys, that's part of that also. So that could be judgment, but I'm not sure if it's true, but I'm like, I want to look into that. It's very interesting.
Yeah, there was something out on that the ones that used that, it was causing difficulties with pregnancy.
Right. Yeah, that part. And a high value man that wants to build a future, if you women can't even get pregnant, man, forget about it. That's not healthy. That's really sad. You can't even produce. That's one of the main things out here to do is help and produce, and y'all can't even. Y'all missing both. Like y'all missing both. You can't help and you can't produce. Like you might as well, it's like you're disappearing from existence. It's sad. And I try to invite plenty of women that I know on Instagram, however, even through my phone. And it's a shame because we're not here trying to knock women down. We're just trying to spark the brain in your mind so you can actually think and see how you can have a better life. Maybe have you maybe get the chance to have the man you actually want, instead of pretending that you don't need a man just to make yourself feel good. Why lie to yourself, and why not just go off of what your instinct is to have a man? But then again, you got to play the role. It's got to be an order. It's got to be in order. You can't be an abomination or out of order and expect to attract what you want, because all you're gonna do is keep lying to yourself and just living for the moment. That's why a lot of you women like to go out and drink a lot and party, because deep inside y'all hurting, and but y'all don't want to find remedy. Y'all don't want to find solution. And this is what this channel is here for, right here, for you to get your mind right.
Kahan.
And it's not about knocking you down. We actually trying to lift the women up. This is what it is. A lot of men gonna tell you what you want to hear, but true men are gonna tell you what you don't want to hear. For example, if you were a man and you eating unhealthy and you see yourself in the mirror gaining some weight, you know what I mean? And your man like, nah, baby, you still look good. You still look good, And you might get just a little thick, but but then again, you'll be stretching it and you keep getting comfortable, eating ice cream all the time now or something. And then you're getting bigger. And then in the mirror, like, all right, this time I ain't looking good. But then you want an illusion from somebody to make yourself feel good, when you know very well when you look at yourself, it ain't really good. A real man's gonna tell you, like, listen, you don't look good. You need to start working out. You know why? Because he care about you. Because that's real love. A man out here, he not even a man, man, if he don't even tell you, because he's supposed to tell you the truth on what it is, not what you want to hear. A lot of these men just want to tell you good things to your ears so they could just, get in your pants and all that. And then eventually, if you know more good, they're gonna leave you, and that's that. A true man's gonna try to, like, help you out so you could stay, that to be the best woman that you could be, so that he could stay with you so you could be happy. But a lot of you women don't want it neither, because this channel's right here. Come on the channel, come on the call. Learn something. If you listen, you might just learn something. Yeah.
They running from the truth, Art. It's running from the truth. I just got off the phone with a chick just now, and when I called her, and I specifically asked her, I said, "You busy right now? You doing something?" She like, "No." Right. So I guess in her mind, she thought I was trying to come over or something. So then I told her to, I said, I want you to come on the podcast, live stream. Who all on? I said, a few people. You come on live stream and talk. We wanted to hear some, opinions from a woman. Oh, what's the topic? I told her the topic. Oh, I ain't lonely and da-da-da-da-da. I ain't taking no loss and fake defense mechanism. Hung the phone up.
Yeah, that's how it be, man. You really can't run from the truth, though, man. It's gonna catch up to you, and it's gonna be even worse when you don't take care of it right then and there. It's just gonna be worse for them, and then in the future they're gonna be, That's why they hate men now. The older woman, like, damn, he didn't tell me that I was fat. Look at me now. Now I ruined my life. I can't even walk and get out the bed. I gotta get surgery and all that because my ex lied to me, or I was running from the truth. Like, you could prevent all that right now, and just learn something how to be, a woman.
And if you think the de facto doesn't know what's going on, they're playing. Okay, there was a Netflix series called The Handmaid's Tale, where the women that were viable and able to have children, they were all taken away and kept in certain places, and only certain men could impregnate them. It's not going to a good place when we're not creating families anymore.
Wow, I didn't know they went that deep with it, man.
Yeah, they're showing you what they want to do. Think about after Jabby Jab, how many people are gonna be having kids after that thing? Then
Right. Yeah.
Alpha female.
And then you have
Right.
that song. I'm sorry. Then you have that song with that woman saying, "I don't want that seed inside of me, and I'm gonna kill the baby." When I heard about that, because I don't listen to the radio, when I heard that, my mind was blown away, man.
Hold on. Who said that?
It's a Nefertiti talking about that song always on.
Con,
That's way out of bounds. I know the music is more trash than a landfill, but that's
con,
that's that's OD right there.
Con. Yeah. Con.
Yeah, man, that's
Alpha
OD. That's not
female.
even. That's just something that you don't even you put it in the song. I'm wow,
demonic.
very. Yeah,
Mm.
we anti demonic over here. We don't get down
Con,
like that. We get up. That's how we own it.
con. Praise be the Most High.
Well, praise to the Most High, man. Yeah, I don't like that. A lot of women too talk about it, like, oh, God got me. Um, I'm gonna earn, or I deserve everything that's coming to me. Like, cut it out. You don't deserve nothing, man. And if you're gonna be anti-demonic, stay on one side with it. Don't be talking about, oh, the Most High this got me that. That's playing both sides. I can't stand that.
Come.
Playing both sides like a now and later, man. Like, nah, that's even worse. And these women know they dead wrong too. They know they dead wrong. Trying to put on a cross around their neck, talking about God got me. Nah, man. They choose, scriptures that sound good to them for their belief, and it's not even fact. They don't even read the whole thing. Talking about, oh, I'm God's man. I mean, I'm God's woman. No.
Right.
Yeah,
Con.
yeah.
Where they say that at? Where's that at in scriptures?
Right.
After you ran through, come back to me. I got you.
They be listening to these woman pastors, quote unquote pastors, who are married, and these what do they call them, prophetesses? They be married themselves. They be married themselves. So what's that really telling you? Scriptures say a man is going to be a hiding place against a strong tempest, a wind. All the time we read the scriptures talking about a man, righteous men. I don't know what type of scriptures they be reading.
They don't read up. That's how they able to be told all those lies that just sound good. They don't read. When the last time you ever called the Eve or any Eve that you dealt with in the past, and she say, "I'm gonna call you back. I'm reading the Bible."
Come.
Never, never.
Mm.
But she'll tell you about some dumb thing some other Eve said on some wives show and what you think about that and all that type of crap.
Right, right. It then get downset when you don't want to talk about it. Like, "Nah, I'm not into that. I don't care about that. That's
Con,
not. I got my own life. Why I'm gonna worry about another celebrity, man? I got my own life. I'm the one that's trying to get it here the right way. He went out the weak way, man. He a sellout to the Most High, man. I'm trying to get it the right way, man. I'm not worried about none of these celebrities, man. Most of these celebrities, man, they not even all that, man. They be crying in the dark behind closed doors too, man. They know what they did. That's why they're heavily on drugs, because they know they can't get their soul back. It's over. It's over for them, man. These women, and they so attracted to these celebrities, man. So attracted to these celebrities, man. You miss me with that, man. Most of these celebrities are sellouts, man. They nah. Yeah, it's quiet tonight though. You know what it is too? These women probably out here, it's Friday. So you know what that means.
Oh yeah.
It's Friday.
Hey,
Yeah.
spouse.
Thank God it's Friday. Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure. Thank God. Hmm.
It's rotation night, so they got, you know what I mean?
Right, right.
Pass around, huh? Pass around. There's all type of wickedness going on tonight.
Knowing damn well they dead wrong.
I feel it's gonna have to get a lot more desolate before they actually come and face the truth. It's gonna have to get a lot worse because as long as they have an outlet, for the foolishness, they're not gonna face the truth.
Right. It's not gonna be by choice. That's the sad part. That's the scary and sad part. As long as you said it right there, good brother. As long as they have an outlet for some type of foolishness, they're not gonna care. They're not gonna care. It's gonna be they're gonna have to face the truth when it's not by choice. It's not gonna be on their own will. And that's a terrible way, man. That's gonna be a terrible way. You would think they would be mature and a little upright and just put, all right, been there, done that, and put that distraction away, and because there's something more to life than doing the same thing every day. There's a better way. And women, let me tell you something. Women is also very intelligent. Like they could be more sneakier than most men. They can, they move in a certain way that a man won't. You know what I mean? Because a man's, way he move is he more bold with it. However, a woman could be, a little bit more manipulative. So they got the mindset also to know, man. So it's not like they don't know what's going on here. They just want to, like you said, they want to run from the truth. Um, I don't know, man. It's just it's that's scary, man. That's real scary.
Gone, because when it comes around and they're making decisions like that with the gun to their back of the head, we're gonna have to use real discernment because that's when the acting's gonna be the best.
Right, right. Yeah, man. When hopefully, most high willing, when this system shut down and there's no outlets for them, man, I'm still gonna be choosy, man. I'm gonna. I know 7 women gonna cling on to one man, but I'm not. I'm gonna make sure those 7 is very sincere and that actually had a certain mind state, even during the times they had an outlet, man. Cause it's not looking good, man. And it's sad because the children need them, man. And these children, they out here living like this every day, and these children is hurting too. You know what I'm saying? These children's hurting the most. You know what I mean? CPS getting involved. A lot of stepchildren, in foster homes and programs. A lot of them is in there because of the mother, man, because of the woman, man. And you would think they would care about children, you know what I'm saying? And that would help them turn, from going astray, or at least be a little better. At least do it for the children, man. Like, dang.
Average Eve care more about how she looks than the actual upkeep of her child, man.
Facts.
That's already ugly right there. That's ugly. I don't care what you put on. Pretty don't get it with me. Pretty don't get it with me.
Con.
I don't care how you look. I really don't care how you look. If you look all that good and all that, and you don't care about the children, you could be thrown to the fire. I don't care.
I don't even consider you when you come in with a costume anyway. I don't even consider you.
All that makeup.
You see it already. If a woman invests all her time into her look, that's all she got.
Con.
be much else after that. Too much time invested in looking good instead of being good.
So that that was well said, man.
You see it all the time, up. All the time.
For female. I sent 2 the link trying to see if they're coming on or not.
They ain't coming up. They Friday. They out simp chasing. They trying to hit them paychecks. Boy got paid today, up.
You know, you know something. I want to share something briefly. I was by a client's house the other day. I was in the backyard, and across the way there was a Oriental grandmother, right? More like that lineage, and she was with her granddaughter, but she was sitting in a position, and she was very flexible, and she was taking care and pedicuring her own feet at the same time instructing the granddaughter. But what I saw made me realize I don't see that much more in the black community. You're not going to see a grandmother with her feet up in the chair taking care of her own feet because she's way out of shape. Even the mothers. It's just something simple like that. You know, they're always going to the pedicure place and giving the money to them, as opposed to, learning how to do things for yourself. And then teaching your daughters as well, as opposed to sending that money outside.
I'm like, all right, politely. So I'm like, all right, politely.
You know what's funny too? Also, what I've noticed in my lifetime, a lot of people that don't care the most, like, oh, I don't care about that. I'm gonna do what I want to do. You know, men and women. You know, especially women. When something happened to them, and it hit the fan, they be crying the loudest, man. Crying the loudest. And the ones, you know what I'm saying, that, like the ones that do care, when something happened to us, we don't even cry. We try to take care of it. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, if you look at it, it's really funny, man. It's really weird. Like, we'll talk about it, we'll complain about it because we know it's out of order. But then when something happened, we just, most of us, we just eat it. You know what I mean? Like, it is what it is. We try to do the best we could. But then the ones that don't do nothing about it, that don't talk about it, don't complain about it, or act like they don't care, man, they cry the loudest, man. I can't stand that. I can't stand those type of people at all. It's ridiculous. Those type of people right there. I don't care. I don't care. Something happened, man. Like, whoa, what happened to that energy? I thought you didn't care. Oh, like, nah. We don't even have to expose people no more, man. They expose themselves, man. All you just gotta do is just test their spirit, have them around for a little bit. And that's the best way to get rid of them, you know what I mean? People like that, Just once they expose themselves, you just get rid of them immediately, man. You didn't even have to do nothing, man. And it's the same for women, man. They don't care until something happens. Just like this Eve that I was dealing with. She liked she had a mouth, and she liked to make me feel less than a man, make me feel like I ain't shit. But at the same time, you know what I mean, for 3 years or 4 years, she been getting a free ticket, a free ride. She didn't have to pay for nothing, you know what I'm saying? I take care of everything. Everything. You know what I'm saying? All she gotta do is stay at home, you know, take care of the children, cook, which she did, but she had a slick mouth. Now that, you know, I'm not having it, man, she got the nerve to demand shit and then asking me for help after talking about me. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, you can miss me with that. I can't stand those people, man. At least if you're gonna be like that, stay on that side. Keep that same energy. I don't like that. That's fake, man. Like, that's faker than fake, man. That goes for men and females, especially females, man. Especially females, man. Keep the same energy you had before. You was like talking all that rah-rah, and then when stuff hit the fan, you wanna cry out, you wanna cry. No, that's not no.
Khan, I don't respect those people because those people, they'll lie to themselves. So imagine how they're gonna lie to you.
Kahan.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep reiterating the fact that our community will never get any help until there's honesty on both sides. You see what I'm saying? And it's very hard. It seems, in my opinion, in the life I've lived, it's very hard for women to be honest with things that are shameful.
Right.
A man will give it up in a second because the man knows nobody cares about him. You know what I'm saying? There's nobody coming to save us. We got to either face the truth and deal with it or go against it and destroy ourselves.
That'd be a pride issue too with the women. They never gonna admit, you know. It's just something hardwired from they way of thinking. How their brains is just connected and guided by the emotions, so it'd be hard to get to them.
Nicholas Careful is in the building.
So he touching down in ATL shortly.
What are you gonna do with all that time, man? Careful, man. Any ladies on the call care to come in and give their perspective? Please do so by clicking the link in the room now. Up is forever. Hold your peace.
Careful drove then, not.
No, he flew out. He didn't drive. He flew. Talked to him this morning.
Huh.
I need to send Cody my payment for the site.
Flying through the sky.
Surely there's some ladies in the background don't want to come on. It's all good, man. It's rolling the flow.
That truth out, they scared of it, huh? Especially a topic like this.
Oh man. Truth is I could use some sleep anyway since Benai got his. I'm not gonna sit here and just whole times Benai saying reached out to some. I think if they was coming on, would have been here. Yeah, I mean, they would have been on here already, man. So
Hey, Stephon, you invited Patrice, right?
Khan.
She don't got no female friends that she can invite, and why she not here today?
Yeah, that's
She's been on for 2 nights straight. We don't want to hear from her too much. Yeah, I mean, she said her piece, man. I kind of think she's up against the wall right now. You know what I mean?
Con,
Yeah.
this is a tough topic, man. Like Kadar
Tough,
said,
tough, tough.
pride, pride, man.
Yes, yes, yes. Con. What they gonna do with it, man?
So I'm like, all right, politely.
Con. And when she's sought to be disrespectful, I'm like, all right, politely. That means I'm done, huh? That means I'm done. She trying to get me in my mood. I'm like, all right, politely.
Con,
Now, what does it mean by that? You gotta listen to the verses before that, huh? Gotta listen to the couple verses before that why I said that. She starts acting wild. I'm like, all right, politely. I'm done, huh? That means I'm done. You go and argue by yourself. They want you to argue back with them. All right, politely.
Back shots when your coochies pop. Get that mixed up.
Nah, so you can't get these back. You gotta take shots of liquor because you can't get these back shots when your coochie's hot.
Drop down and do these. It's going in, man. I pray the Most High let you perform that one live. I pray.
For female to love.
They not gonna like you.
That's what I say. They're not gonna like me. For female. Cause they'll say you've been emanating man too long. Oh shit, masculinity.
So how you think you strong?
High value man is repelled by the aphorism, Afro female. That's how I stored off.
Come
High value man is repelled by the aphorism, alpha female.
Yeah, he was flowing with that one.
Did you stick through your lips?
Come. Alpha female. Too long. Masculinity. High value man is repelled by the aphorism alpha female.
No time for stressing.
Alpha female, Illuminati's weapon.
Right.
I think I'm connected.
Shalom, sir.
Shalom. So I came on to add that during all this, that uncomfortable normal, like Kahan says, like stop being comfortable being uncomfortable, is that what I noticed is that without a man, and honest sisters will agree that we're kind of constantly in a state of panic or fear, in a sense. Like I've noticed that there's been scenarios where just an outing was really stressful for me, you know, with little kids. I'm like, I can't take it. Like, you have to understand. I go into this frenzy that, you know, they have to listen to me and I have to trust that they're, you know, that they'll do exactly what I say without questioning, because what if we're in a scenario and there's only me and there's, you know, there's no one protecting us. So we're kind of in this state of emergency, this panic mode. And that's that, you know, uncomfortable normal that that having a man would lift that, you know, schizo personality, or, you know, that super stress at those times, you know, that can take away the joy from, you know, everyday living, or you know, good things, you know, events, or just outings, or, you know, just part of life. And so that's one of the side effects, or you know, symptoms of the condition.
That's real.
Mhm.
And instant panic, and that's mainly because you operating outside of your position, outside of your role, and a woman mainly looks for that security and that comfort in a man, and without a man being present, you don't have that. So you pretty much trying to fill some shoes that's too big.
Female. But where did I write that at?
In the studio, yeah, in the studio.
Oh, that's why I can't find it. I probably wrote on this piece of paper or something, man.
Yeah, you ain't typed that one. Cause that was done. That was I didn't even have. I had wrote that hook when we was in the studio too. Cause that was the Dream Big.
For female. Okay. Suave Smooth is in the room, man. Long time no see, Suave Smooth. Richard Birch is in the building, man. Come. Waiting for the ladies, man. Ladies, come on board. Where your alpha females at? How a value man is repelled by the aphorism alpha female. You gonna do a video to this?
Alpha female. Alpha female. Emulating being too long. Traded in your femininity. Somehow you think you're strong. Delusional in the role you play. Knowing damn well you're dead wrong. Put away that masculinity. Or buy a dog cause you will die alone.
A high value man is repelled by the aphorism alpha female. Don't obey you who are stuck with beta males. Why you challenging me? Feminist as hell. The shit you sip through your lips got you higher than Mars, acting crazy and bizarre. Alpha females are such a turn off. See, you and me just cannot be caught up in gynocentric ideology. Confused on who you are, who you're born to be. Wanna be a man, but she cannot be. Bitch, drop down and do these. Your life.
Yeah, quick, yeah.
And do these. Being feminine is a dying trend. Seems many women got gin in them. Think about that, Ephraim.
Kahan.
Fire.
Would be awful without me. Men created the computer.
It would be awful without me. Men created the computer and phone you on.
And phone you on. Trying to be a man, not half as strong.
What Shorty say? I'm as strong as most men. Delusional, man.
Kahan.
That the other night, huh? I was like, man, this chick's delusional, man.
Patrice.
Yeah. She's as strong as most men, man. She's out for her vodka, huh? And she's only 5'4". Might be kind of big, but you ain't as strong. 5'4".
I just shake my head.
Might be as strong as that midget that came out of the cupboard. Or it was a midget. You've been emulating men far too long, being feminine. It's a dying trend. Seems modern women got gin in it. I give exorcism. I'm a holy man. I touch your soul, make you whole again. I drop jewels that will guide you rightly. You rebel with hell, just wanna fight me. So I'm like, I see what I'm saying, Benai? I say you rebel with hell, just want to fight me. So I'm like, all right, politely. Then I leave. I mean, she rebel with hell, just want to fight me. So I'm like, all right, politely.
Yeah, that's how you gotta be, man. They get them upset when you don't pull a reaction. They expect for you to react. Yeah, I had to learn that the hard way. Yep.
All right, politely. Just leave, man. Leave it out, heart. Be calling you to come back. Now I'm good, bitch. Don't call me a bitch. I'm sorry, ho. Politely.
So I'm like, politely.
Alpha female, emulating being too long, traded in your femininity. Somehow you think you're strong, delusional in the role you play, knowing damn well you.
Kadar told her she was delusional in the role that you play. Damn done well, you're dead wrong.
Dead wrong, put away that masculinity, or buy a dog cause you gon' die alone.
You scream and shout, claiming I bring that out. Your vagina is tight cause
You scream and shout, claiming I bring that out. So she's blaming the man. How many you have women that say I was never like this until I met you?
Right here, man.
That's what I meant about that. You scream and shout, claiming I bring that out. Your vagina's tight because you got a big mouth. And nobody want to hit that. You know what I mean? Because your mouth is so big, so your vagina's tight. That was a punchline.
you got a big mouth. A high value man ain't about that life. 74% of women die, no man in the house. Masculinity is why you're singing and free. Take shots of liquor because you can't.
Masculinity, asking masculines where you singing free. Take shots of liquor because you can't take these back shots. I mean, so she got to go to the bar and take shots of liquor because she ain't got the pina colada like she wanted. Take shots of liquor because you can't take these back shots.
Yep.
And take these back shots when your coochie's hot. Gotta settle for a beta if you wanna get popped. For sure.
Let's set up for a beta male if she want to get popped. Gun, the beta come through and take care of that, man.
Yeah, a sex toy.
I'm a pro, ladies already know. A high value man, what's no alpha girl? Is she feminine? Then we're all in. Make me laugh, no time for stressing. That leaves men into depression. Force men to creep and find another. Just like Usher, these are my confession. Ladies need to listen cause we're really trying to help them. Alpha females are Illuminati's weapons.
Alpha female.
Tell these young men out here what to do before they get involved in a bad relationship.
Listen up, young ones.
That last part was like alpha females is Illuminati's weapons. That's what that said right there. Kahan.
Everything.
Better test her before you bless her. Intertwine now, all she do is stress ya. Salty vibes gave you high blood pressure. Better test her before you bless her. Intertwine now, all she do is stress ya. Salty vibes gave you high blood pressure.
My pops died, my tears froze because my heart was too cold inside my body. My temperature rose, about to explode when I found my mom's lied to me. Hit the street with the heat.
I'm surprised Benign never said nothing about these lyrics, man. Hit the street with the heat. Come on, man.
On the creek, about to leak. The next one
fire too.
Hit the street with the heat, about to leak. The next one to eye me. Come on.
That I
Bad
Bad vibes, Good Friday. Come on. About to catch a body.
Good Friday, about to catch a body. The next one that tried me. You're the one, said Yahusha the son. Put down the gun. I cried to the sky, and that's why me that is chosen. What about those one? Lord knows he doesn't make mistakes. Most people are fake, just pose in church, but each day they sin and say we all make mistakes. Khan, I'm talking to Jake. Better take heed to this. My mom lied about dad because all wickedness is but little to the woman's evilness. She made you a mangina, it shows in your feebleness. You bend over backwards just to please a bitch. Are you a leader, just a man she want to use to get even with? Evil Eves in this gynocentric bliss. Refuse to submit, but act right until you make her your wife. Keep a sure watch over a shameless daughter, or she
Evil ease in this gynocentric bliss. Refuse to submit, but act right until you make her your wife. Soon as you marry her, she change on you. Soon as she have a baby on you, she change on you. That was my point in the song right there. Evil eves in this gynocentric bliss. Come, refuse to submit. Come, but I act right until you make her your wife. Then she switch up on you, Everything she used to do for you primarily stop.
Especially when they have that child in this, man, I don't know what could going on inside their head.
I'm a witness.
Yeah, they don't need the child. All you gotta do is marry him. She's just getting some of that, man. When you boy get off.
You will ruin your life.
Keep a sure watch over a shameless daughter. She will ruin your life.
Bless her. Intertwine now, all she do is stress you. Salty vibes gave you high blood pressure.
All she doing is
before you bless her. Intertwine now, all she do is stress you. Salty vibes gave you high blood pressure.
Above cloud 9, praying that I make it home to my destination. Submissive rib at the crib, patiently waiting. Open the door to hugs and admiration. No time wasted. I don't see nothing wrong with a little solo demonstration. But what I'm describing is fantasy to be real. Actuality hits when there's no home cooked meals. No love in the home, so cold can't feel. Arguing over stupid shit, what's your deal? A righteous man enters your life, and all you cause is strife. Lying about small things got me looking at you sideways. Finna leave you standing near the highway.
Better test her before you bless her. Intertwine now, all she do is stress you. Salty vibes gave you high blood pressure. Better test her before you bless her. Intertwine now, all she do is stress you. Salty vibes gave you high blood pressure.
Excessive pain, my joys drain from relationships with women against men. Within your eccentric system, she don't understand. Want me to be romantic, I tell her, damn it, I'm the queen of the planet. I'm not from Rome, 911, police raid my home. She was bad to the bone when we met. How could she get me locked up like that? Hypergamy was a word for me. Guess she loved my assets. Bet that. Now I'm a spokesman for men. Am I the last real man left? Last one left. Just saying to all you fellas out there, you better man up. Job 38:3, gird up your loins like a man. Stop being weak to these women, man. A lot of weak dudes out there, man. And you simping, your manginas, you're going to court, you get a divorce rate. And listen, sisters, all the real women out there, no disrespect for you, but this is for those evil Eves out there that be raping men in this gynocentric court system. Tazadaq, T-Dot recorded, you know what I'm saying.
Like a dust, just set apart, spirit. And greatness,
Apocalypse, Revelation chapter 13, verse 8. And all that dwell upon the earth shall worship him, whose names are not written in the book of life, and of the Lamb slain from the foundation of the world. If any man have an ear, let him hear what the Spirit have to say. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints.
Careful us at the airport, man.
Apocalypse, got my fill. Apocalypse, got my clear. Ain't trusting in nothing but my Bible and my rifle. Ain't for the adversary, lean like the iPhone. Apocalypse, been revealed. Apocalypse, got my clear. How it makes me shoot straight and I don't miss. Ain't trusting in nothing but my Bible and my rifle. Ain't for the adversary, lean like the iPhone.
The Holy Spirit descended upon me. Suddenly, I began to witness the fulfillment of biblical prophecy, demolishing Christianity, Islamic, and all Moorish philosophy. Alas, Kahan Tazadaq is debating misinformed beasts and two-piece suits with a PhD, and many learned in theology. I saw the beast with 7 heads arise from the sea. This is symbolic to 7 European countries. The feet of the beast embraced the ground. I detected that the beast wore 10 crowns. The archangel Michael came down to engage in battle with evil forces all around. Massive bloodshed in the final war. Death to all that held Caesar, Bozier, Michael, and 144,000 proud men. Tempers arousing. I begin browsing the crown. No lie, I discovered Yahusha with sword in hand. The sun suddenly ceased to shine. The moon was covered with blood like red wine. 3 inverted number 9s equate 6, 6, 6 in the palms and on the foreheads of those minds who fell victim to Esau's tricks. Revelations 19:11. Christ eliminating old Saint Nick's, also known as the devil and the arch deceiver. Souls that used to ridicule and make mockery of Kahan Tazadaq's want to become believers. Inasmuch as you did not see the least of these, the Most High would not receive you. You live your entire life wicked and foul. Welcome to hell. Feel the apocalypse now, now, now. Apocalypse, Revelations.
Apocalypse, got my fill. Apocalypse, got my clear. Ain't trusting in nothing but my Bible and my rifle. Ain't for the adversary, lean like the iPhone. Apocalypse, been revealed. Apocalypse, got my clear. How it makes me shoot straight and I don't miss. Ain't trusting in nothing but my Bible and my rifle. Ain't for the adversary, lean like the iPhone.
Apocalypsis, 2/3 hit with Death's Kiss. Last Nazarene we don't miss. Sword fully loaded. Full clip. You walked away from this truth. Folded on your howl. Damn shame. And expect to make it to the kingdom? Ha ha. Think it's funny till them chariots come down. Zoom. Wicked smiles turn to frowns when Revelations is fulfilled. It's Yah's will that you hear these warnings. So take heed or be cleaved unto Satan's seed.
Apocalypse, got my fill. Apocalypse, got my clear. Ain't trusting in nothing but my Bible and my rifle. Ain't for the adversary, lean like the iPhone. Apocalypse, been revealed. Apocalypse, got my clear. How it makes me shoot straight and I don't miss. Ain't trusting in nothing but my Bible and my rifle. Ain't for the adversary, lean like the iPhone.
Hey, Banaya went in on this one, y'all. Banaya went in on this one, man. He said, "You folded on Yahweh. Shame on you, ha ha. It's funny till the chariots come
down, like real talk. you know what's funny also? The Day of Atonement, when I had that incident, you know, the cops was by my door. Man, you was playing that song right there too. I had it on full blast. They was like, wow. I'm like, yeah.
No lie, saw Yahusha.
You went in on that, but now you.
My mother collected.
Hey, you better cherish what you got right now, man. Your life could be snuffed out in a moment of time. Remember Marty Mom, man. Went to the dome, man. Your life could be gone within a moment of time. Yo, the typical Israelite is in the ghetto, man. You heard? Your life could be just snuffed out in a moment of time. You better cherish that loved one that you have right now and not promise tomorrow within a moment of time, King. Queen, fill this right here.
The typical Jew, he was bred in the ghetto. Cops treat you like nothing to you. How are you special? Stolen identity. You know that this is my perspective of moments in time. The typical Jew, he was bred in the ghetto. Cops treat you like nothing to you. How are you special? Stolen identity. We know that they lie. This is my perspective of moments in time.
My third eye took wings in a Cinnabub dissonance where whites lie over states, towns, and New York concrete streets within brimstone high-rise, giving Masonic handshakes, claiming former Native American land estates on the Upper East Sides, across the Valley of Dry Bones where blacks and Latinos reside, spiritually and mentally demised, inside of ghettos living hood lives, undercover merchants of death, dispatched under the disguise of the laws, beating, shooting, harassing us for Lucifer. You know who you are. These guns and drugs are for this black on black genocidal war. We must be stupid or just love to destroy our own people. I watch the popo being funded by drug dealers like it's legal in project halls by the cold hearts and minds transformed to commit the Lord's form of evil. Your brothers and sisters is trapped, enslaved to lethal pipes and needles, living beneath the lowest form of poverty. We've turned to drugs, bitches, niggas, and sodomy. Lord knows there's gotta be a better life for you, but I see a bad moon arising upon the horizon. There ain't no sunshine. A gun blast after the street tour comes the white chalk and police line. Another black life's lost within a moment of time. Within a moment of time. Within a moment of time.
The typical Jew, he was bred in the ghetto. Cops treat you like nothing to you. How are you special? Stolen identity. We know that they lie. This is my perspective of moments in time. The typical Jew, he was bred in the ghetto. Cops treat you like nothing to you. How are you special? Stolen identity. We know that they lie.
Some Mad Too Saucy. I see Mad Too Saucy's in the building, man. What's up, Mad Too Saucy?
My perspective of moments in time.
This life is not easy. We be secretly observed on satellite TV by the Illuminati. Satan's secret service and the FBI be watching us from hidden cameras on city streets and within lobbies. Several babies are newborn, but their parents hope at the new birth just died. Satan grins within a high rise. The devil abides within Edomite bodies spying on us with federal eyes. Justice would be served if they had the vision of Yahusha by Hashem Yahweh Shah. This nation is Satan, standing on squares with masons. They buried my people in shallow graves after 400 years of slaving. But I'm gonna raise them, or I die for my nation that's on a dead level, and compel them to fight for reparations. Dominicans, Hondurans, Puerto Ricans, Jamaicans, and Haitians all lack their absolute equality and true liberation. Insanity is what Esau gave them. But I'm a brave one, the descendants of a slave son. Until Christ return, I'll take the carpenter's role. roll. Satan keeps plaguing me with temptation of European savagery, but I remain faithful like Job. My people, just don't sit around and talk about it. You're now at the crossroads. Change the path that you chose if you want to save your soul. Some die daily, thus it's time to repent with a new heart and a new mind, because your life could disappear within a moment of time. Within a moment of time. Within a moment of time. Boom! Within a moment of time.
The typical Jew, he was bred in the ghetto. Cops treat you like nothing to you. How are you special? Stolen identity, we know that they lying. This is my perspective of moments in time. The typical Jew, he was bred in the ghetto. Cops treat you like nothing.
It stopped him a long time ago, too.
Stolen identity, we know that they lying. This is my perspective of moments in time.
Now you can stop me where I'm lying.
We should have stopped you a long time ago.
This is how we do it.
You stop that Negro as soon as he started talking. Say less, Negro. Say less.
That's how we own it.
I meant to tell you, you need to coin that phrase and put it on a shirt. The Negro is a strange creature.
Come on. You can say he on the acting. We trying to do it real sore. He told me, "It can stop me." Had to get him to do that over about 10 times, man. Cause that nigga on there showing out.
Listen up, young ones.
He was trying to
rhythm or something.
He was in there doing the worm.
Yeah. He was doing something to that mic. I don't know. He was.
This dude's so ugly, man. This dude's ugly, man. You get in trying to be cool, man. This dude's so ugly, man. Damn. I remember the first time he came to my damn seminar, man. I said, "Man, stop seeing my children in your ugly ass mug." And children started crying when they saw him, huh? wait, Kahan, I mean, you so ugly, man.
You gotta put that thing away. Scaring people.
Man. Go get a Halloween mask or something, man. For real.
Oh, man. Get a good brother a chance, man.
Demon, man. We gave him many chances, man. That dude, he decided that he was gonna go ahead and work on the Day of Atonement. We can't deal with that dude no more, man. That's according to the scriptures. That's what the Most High says. Dude don't get no more passes with me, man. That dude's wicked, man. He come on here and talk the Most High. He don't believe none of that stuff. How you gonna believe in the Most High? You don't have fear, none of that stuff. Not even I would do that. I got too much fear. The only way you could do that if you don't believe at all, you out there doing something like that. You could read right there in the Bible not to do it. The only option is you don't believe, man. That's why the Most High made him ugly. He almost looked like a damn cyclops. Looks like his eyes are on the side of his head. He got enough space between his two eyes for two more eyes.
Wow. My vision. Yeah, it's not like he doesn't know about these high holy days, though.
He was on the call the night that we did it. That we said about that. He knew. He was on the call that night. Said, "I'm here." And I told you guys he was going to do that, and he did do it. I told you I should be in the call. I said, "Yo, this dude's at work," and I feel it in my spirit. He asked me to come back. "Hey, I got some bad news." I said, "Man, don't even say it. I already know what it is. This dude's working." I told you guys. Yep.
Yeah, you got a bunch of days in the week, man, to work. Why work on that day? Why?
No, he worked on the Day of Atonement. No excuse for it. This dude knew it was coming up. This dude's been around 4 or 5 years now.
Wow.
That means he ain't fast or nothing, huh?
Come. 'Cause I, 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 'cause
And he needs
Fasting
it
will help.
fast. He really needs it fast because ugliness is taking a slow toll on him. Maybe if he fast, he could get away from it. Go.
He would have fast after coming out of the fast. He would have been able to walk away from that that fire water he'd be drinking.
It
Gave him the strength.
That's how I got him before. I had him fasting that year. And remember, Benign, he left it alone for about 6 months.
Yeah, he was good for a while. I don't know what triggered him to go back, but he was good for a while. A little minute, too.
Cool.
Like you say, if he show up to the Feast of Booths, we're going to tie him to a tree and dry him out like a prune.
I wouldn't tell him that now. I wouldn't tell him that now, man. Element of surprise is always better. Ugly nigga won't show up, man.
He just read my mind if you tell him that.
Come on. Tell him that. He probably listen to what you say. I'm here. Peace Kings. Ignore everything that's being said, man. Wicked Negro.
Sometimes
when he was little, his mom and dad must have took an ugly stick and whipped the hell out of him, because they beat ugly all over him. That dude got hit with some ugly sticks, boy. They left their mark on him. Ugly and corny, man. And a liar, man. I remember he had me come all the way out there, man. I was pissed off like hell. And none of his people showed up, man. I was mad as hell, boy. I just tricked 3 G's coming out here with your punk behind, and no one shows up. None of his family members. And then came the excuses, man. I don't want to hear that, man.
Pittsburgh.
that fast would have definitely helped.
No question. That dude, he got spirits on him, man. Tell me he can't control it. He got no. I mean, any woman that lay down with that ugly ass face looking up at her, man, she's gotta be crazy. That ugly ass face on top of her, man. Can you imagine that?
She must be cockeyed also.
Man. His breath smell like shit and all that probably, man. All that contamination in his body. Damn. God, man, alcohol. Think about it, man. Alcohol, cigarettes, all that's in his body. Because he be smoking like a damn chimney, man. Every time we have an event, he'll go out front and start smoking. They had the audacity to try to sneak off to himself. So, man, there's no sense of hiding it. Go ahead and do it.
Eating pork and shrimp, too.
Pretty still ain't eating that. He gotta know by now.
I didn't know he was doing that. Worse, man.
That cigarette is like...
Because he went to Sonic. And when we went at the... it was a seminar in Dallas. The hotel was in front of a Sonic. You just going in on this chili cheese coney dog, and it's got to be pork in those hot dogs.
Oh man,
so ugly, man. Yeah, ugly ass skin and all of that. Ew, man.
Yeah, that's nasty, man. And cigarettes itself, man, you can't. The way it hit your brain, it mess with your pineal gland, so it make you can't have no connection really with the Most High if you smoke cigarettes, man. I don't think you can really have a connection with that. You gotta let that stuff go, man. If you smoke, you a loser, man.
He plays with the Most High, man, but he's gonna get judgment for that stuff. He comes on here and he comes on here drunk and start cursing right at the Knicks. You know what I mean? Nah, man. Nah.
Kahan played Worldly Negroes video.
Do he at least try to make some effort to be better than he was yesterday? Like at least try to be, do a little something, man. That's what matters the most. At least you trying to be better than you was yesterday. That's what that's what it's about.
You ain't trying nothing up.
No bueno, no bueno.
Should have talked to him. He won't do nothing, man. Just create more excuses.
It's like we wouldn't even be saying this if we didn't really care.
Yeah, he tried to he tried to justify by going twisting the scriptures and say Noah was a junk. It's dumb stuff like that.
Yeah, that don't make it okay. There's a lot of things in the scriptures, but that's not Yahweh justifying saying that it was okay.
And Noah wasn't a junk, man. It's just that guy twisting things, man. See, when you're wrong, you gotta find someone else that's wrong, so you can feel a little more comfortable about that.
Right. Yeah, that's not good, man, because then that's not governing yourself. You're never gonna better. You're not evolving to a better being. You gotta govern yourself. You gotta X out the problems, At least acknowledge it and try to make a step.
Every temptation starts with the thought. As soon as that thought is realized, and it's just sin. Most High can't tempt no man. You tempt your own self.
Come on, man. Time after time, man. Use a platform for his dumb, stupid responses and all, man.
Right, like I know addiction is a problem, but don't ever get comfortable with it, man. Cause even when I used to do what I do, man, I would look in the mirror and deep inside I'd be like, man, I'm mad at you, man. Even though I'm off the stuff, but I'm like, man, I'm really mad at you. So I never really got comfortable with it neither, man. But if you getting comfortable with this stuff, man, it's just that you don't want to change. You happy. That's not good.
Cool.
Shout out to my man, Virtual.
$370 of fire spitting lava. Transform from solid brolic into a beam. $70 of fire spitting lava.
Yo, I got some organic olives, man. Yo, they taste totally different from the olives I'm used to. And the pumpkin seeds, man. It's crazy how when you find organic stuff that you eat, it tastes totally different and better.
Damn, that's something good to bring camping. Some pumpkin seeds.
Yeah. They had this farmer's market. I found it. They have it organically. I was proud. I had the cop.
Just 70 bars of fire.
But now he keeps saying 370 bars of fire, spitting lava.
Stuck in my head.
Babylon, on bars.
That one you really can't recite. It's just
The beast. The kings of the earth committed adultery with her. The merchants of the earth sold their souls for a slice of the devil's pie. America's been seeing in prophecy, you all. She's the modern Babylon. 28 U.S.C. subsection 15A says it's not a country, it's a federal corporation. Go and read that. 28 U.S.C. subsection 15A. America is a corporation. The United States is Washington, D.C., a 10 square mile radius. Got you all thinking that they're talking about the 50 states. The United States is not the 50 states united. There's a new United States. She's Babylon, the Great. And Babylon's about to fall. You also get your mind right, King. Fill this right here. The beast, 28 U.S.C. United States, a corporation is not a country. The beast, 28 U.S.C. United States, a corporation is not a country. Repent and be born again and seek salvation through Yahweh Shah, Kahan Tazadaq. By Hashem, I prophesy. There's a false perception of salvation among Jacob's descendants, even though they know they have not turned from their wicked ways of Deuteronomy 28:15 through 68 to seek repentance. Jeremiah 17 verse 4 for show. They are the forgotten heritage, embarrasses me. Turn to public policy and sick mixed marriages because Israelite women miscarriages. Information to judicial agents of Satan. So child support debts many black men are facing. But now the Supreme Court, most abortionists are hating. Overturn Roe versus Wade so she stopped murdering her babies. Wicked Eves has utterly been deceived to rationalize and totally believe that they could vote their political hope Kamala Harris into office to be a gynocentric scapegoat. Corporate America trembles at her black resemblance. Edomite's political figures secretly consider her a menace. Again, the Democrat system laid fear, menticide, and genocide, and the great white divide still has not ended. The white vote is no longer the antidote, so the ghetto now has higher hope. Black people shake in fear with anticipation as many nervously smoke, as they deeply, emotionally, and wishfully hope that if enough of so-called minorities would cast ballot votes for their political scapegoat, high gas prices, welfare cards, EBT cards, and stick-up kids, and black and Hispanic unemployment would be utterly diminished. And oh yeah, a little black child won't have to die from a cavity infection because their parents could not afford a dentist. But corporate eyes attempt to prevent this Eurocentric demise, so they deploy whites into a black house under the disguise of smiles, handshakes, and statements like, trust us, you guys just might make mistakes. But they report back secretly to the federal GOD. We can't let these jugaboos away and take our estates. Kamala Harris is the minority delegate. Now thugs embrace their race to help Kamala Harris' political fate. But wait, Paul Murray was caught with an AR-15 near the Harris estate. Was this an attempt to seal her fate? For God's sake, she is not even of the black race. See, when you check her ancestry, she is not related to we of the chosen seed in the first place. And just in case you need proof, her father's an Edomite root. Her mother is an East Indian, and damn, she wasn't even cute. Thus, the black suspension and white tension has her foes of Babylon interested, like Russia, Iran, and Afghanistan. Damn, everybody's screaming, we hate you, damn Americans. The beast, 28, USC, United States, a corporation is not a country. The beast, 28, USC, United States, a corporation is not a country. As cold political souls keep black and Hispanics mentally froze, federal agencies, secret services, and cunning policemen compose crafty laws to keep massive blacks enclosed in prison with numbers on their clothes. But I am one of those that was awakened and arose from the guide shows. My people are now standing at the crossroads of Sleeping Joe's drama, Element Hoffman's stepmama, and the Illuminati's plot to secretly spy on me, as if I will betray the Black Christ, Yahweh Shah, for a piece of the Babylonian pie. Yahweh forbid, but I don't know why. With the current administration, blacks have reparations in their third eye, celebrating by letting shots ring off in the sky on the 4th of July. Obviously, we be in a spiritual, subliminals, mental captivity, and no political figure could bring salvation to you or me, unless he be the black G-O-D, which is indeed, oh, you can smile at me, but it's really not funny. I am the hunter now, and my words are stunning. Now those that thought I was funny, respect to Fred Sanford. You big dummy, they know that my aura is that of a warrior, not against flesh and blood, but against welfare, excessive tax, spiritual wickedness that establishes systems designed to unemploy Latinos, Native Americans, and blacks. I'm just being real, B. Because of this, federal agents might kill me. Not an actor, don't portray theatrics. This is the real me. Still feel me? I don't scratch where I don't itch. Don't date or mate with any recessive descendant of a bankster bitch. People, we must never forget the diaspora, the Jerusalem massacre, the wicked man's whips, the rapes, the murderers, the Jewish finance slave ships. Jewish people may not like this, but it is not intended to be a hit. But I bet you this will hit your population. Read the secret relationship between blacks and Jews. It is right and exact and shows and proves. You often accuse one of being anti-Semitic, but when the finger's pointed back at you, you violated our First Amendment and censored the truth. And my words, you still shall never forget. I witnessed interracial couples kiss as conscious people pump their fists, irritated amidst the descendants that brought us on Jewish finance slave ships owned by those as Aaron Lopez and Moses Levy. The truth is this: our seed truly need each other, and our power is in coming together, because now we are divided and conquered by descendants of the devil. This kingdom is so evil, you will not get justice, equality, reparations, or salvations either from Sleeping Joe or your local mayors. They make you promises to make you feeble, then like a divorce, just leave ya. The beast, 28, USC, United States, a corporation is not a country. The beast, 28, USC, United States, a corporation is not a country. So it's 2/3 of us remain victims to this modern Sodom's wicked lust. And Yahushua of Israel only must the remnant put our trust, not in their rational, transactional Federal Reserves backing you, or the demonic capital in Washington, D.C. We were BC because we be actually created from the hands of a black G.O.D. The color of Christ and passion by Mel Gibson was his fallacy. Please believe me, you are not free in the belly of a political well, selling our souls in an illuministic bankster's world for BMWs, G-Wagons, and run up in her tail. We form sets and kill each other like gutter rats and alley cats, laughed at by banksters, thrown in penis system. This is that slave mind. It seems we can't escape this nigger mentality, claiming streets because we be mental casualties. It is a tragedy to see we lost our faith in a place of public policies, as I stare above the project and see their eyes in the sky. Ghetto birds and F-22 laser-guided bombers like eagles fly circles around our lives as if they're about to drop a chemical genocide. But ever since I put down the cognac and Phillies and got hooked on the phonics of the Torah, asking Yahuwah to forgive me, I am now considered a communist for doing this. In the midst of this country spiritually known as Egypt, Yahweh sent me like Jeremiah. All sinners of my people shall burn in fire. Lost to their desires, the telemachines, dead dope games, credit cards. Devils hang us on a cross like our Lord with college debts, child support checks, medical bills, roaring gas prices, and immortal sex. That vex me when I see social media texts selling sex. Black people, we don't have the funds to settle those debts yet as we try to survive the national deficit. 400 years of work with no pay, what do you expect? And you can joke or curse me for the truth that I've told, but you have to release your soul from Babylonian control before you see the clouds suddenly unfold like a giant scroll. And behold, Yahweh Shah in the sky. The beast, 28 USC, United States, a corporation is not a country. The beast, 28 USC, United States, a corporation is not a country. It's fallen. Book of Revelations 18 and 2, and he cried mightily with a strong voice. Then Babylon the Great is fallen, and has become the habitation of devils, and the hole of every foul spirit, and a cage of every unclean and hurtful bird. America has been seen in prophecy. So shall it be said, so shall it be done.
Shout out to Virgil Long on Babylon, man. Stay prayed up, King. Kahan Tazadaq, so you know who said it, man. Our time is drawing near. The day is coming, man. 144,000 purified ones.
Those ad-libs are getting crazy.
Song is heavy. Trust us. The beast.
What's that noise, man?
Zipping up that bag, you
know? What's up?
I said that was me zipping up that suitcase.
Oh my God, of rubber.
Just sitting on the floor laughing.
Kabuki theater.
Yeah, I wrote that note for myself because I want to write it. I want to write a lyric about that political system.
Come on.
Overtime.
Hey man, I think I'm about to shut this down, man. Nobody's saying nothing. Yeah, silence, man. Go to sleep.
So you're gonna come down to the airport right now, aren't you? Off, right?
I'm about to go to sleep.
Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, everyone.
Shalom.
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 My shalom, my